recently just came back from Yellowstone, well, Trip Out West actually, and I shot some nighttime photography. But for this episode, I'm going to use a really old photo that I shot of the Milky Way. Um, and I wanted to show you guys how I edit my nighttime photography. My most recent photo that I did post on Instagram is the exact same photo that we're about to edit today. And so yeah, let's get started. So jump into Lightroom. This is the photo that we're going to be editing and learning how to gain them tones and just overall getting a very vintage film-like vibe to your nighttime photography. I know that's my personal preference, but some people like it, some people don't. So let's get into it. Let's reset. This is the photo raw. Click I. This is when I shot it, so you can see up here 9/4/15. So about last year. Um, this was on my Nikon D7100. Shot at 56 seconds, aperture at 4, ISO at 3200 at a 14 millimeter lens. So, and then if you want to click it off, click I. So typically what I would do is I would click these panels off, just that way I can get a full view of my you know, this is your workstation, so get it as big as possible. Um, First I would click here, crop tool, straighten tool, click aspect. My personal preference, it depends if whatever you're trying to shoot for, portrait, landscape, but for this one we're going to do portrait. I'd select about as wide as the image as I can as a portrait and get exactly good good sizing right here, good angles. For this one I like it right here. Milky Way is kind of showing through right here in the middle. Um, so yeah, and then obviously you can straighten. I don't really need to straighten this right now. That's good just to so we can get started here. Typically I shoot my nighttime photos at blue. I don't know, I just like the colors and everything. I mean, so from here I would start from temperature. Like you can see, you can. This is where pretty much you're gonna get all your colors at. These two bars right here. Um, so if you really want nice and warm or you really cold. So for this one, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go around. Let's see. I don't know. I like blue for astral because I don't know. It just gives me a really nice old school vintage vibe. I think I'm gonna do 7 on this just to give it a little bit of a magenta. Um, let's see. Crank. I think it just needs to crank up. Click Shift, hover over it where any of these bars right here. Hover over it. Click Shift, up and down arrow. For efficiency, it goes up by 20, 30. I don't know. Anyways, I like that, and then you can fine tune it by just clicking up the arrows. So I think I'm gonna leave it right there. Contrast, we'll see about it later. Let's see, highlights, -20 or alright, I like it -20. And then let's see. Okay, that's cool. Whites, let's see. +20, -20, +20. Like it like that. Clarity. Typically in the portraits, I would go down. It makes the photo look super soft. But in this one, I want more grain, more roughness. So I think I'm gonna go up to about 40. That might be, weird to some people, but it works for me. Vibrance, I want more color for it, so I'm gonna, click plus 25. It looks about right. I like them tones that are coming in. I did shoot this at 56 seconds, so I do got some astral or star trails coming in. Let's see. Saturation, let's see what that does. I do like that. Maybe 10. So from just the basic, you can see that we did pretty good work right here. I mean, oh, I don't know why my stuff does that, but okay. Anyways, before and after so far. So to me, it's looking pretty good for just doing the basic part of it. Okay, let's click on this tone curve. Let's get up to about 8. Put a curve right there. Get darkened a little bit, and then up right here, a nice little S, and then highlights just a tad bit down. And that's really bringing out that Milky Way now. So, boom. I mean, yeah, just you can really do some crazy stuff. I mean, I've seen some people on here that do some really crazy stuff on tone curve. Let's see what it does without it. So, very, very subtle, but I like what it did. I don't know. I've been doing my research on film and just creating like the perfect web preset for me, and I've just found out everything's super subtle. I mean, it's not like an Instagram filter. I used to do VSCO filters, and I used to base my presets off of VSCO filters, but from, let's see, about 2 weeks ago, I literally threw everything in the trash can and created and learned exactly what the VSCO presets do. And I'm not hating on VSCO, but I'm just saying I learned what Lightroom can do and researched and researched and researched the type and style I wanted to do as my personal stuff, and it's vintage film. I love the way it looks. I could never get tired of looking at it. And what I found out is it's very subtle, and film is subtle, and I don't know, I can explain it in my photos much better than I can in words. So let's keep moving on. Let's go to HSL. It's just a lot of blue, so let's just take this. I like that. Well, let's go. It's a little bit right there, 16. That's nice. I really like the dark to the light. So there, from there, we're going to grab down saturation just a tad, and luminance. Okay, right there, +5. That's perfect. Let's see what that did before and after. Just the HSL, really nice. Took the, I'd say purple tones out and kind of gave it just the blueness. Let's go to split toning. Highlights. I really want more warmth in this. This was shot during the summer, and I'm not trying to make it look, cold or whatever. So I'm gonna bring this. These are my own presets again on split toning, so you have to make your own. But I usually have one set to 0. That way I can select these 4 and see exactly what I did to it and easy access, So I like that. Let's just see what that does with that as well. Let's see. I like it like this. Maybe even the blue. Okay. So I like that. So that's nice. Let's bring it just warm just a tad bit more. And then detail. For this one, I have a variety of different ways I can do grain. But this one, just because there's so much shadows and darks, let's try this. 44, 44, 12. Okay, so let's bring them out just a tad more. And once you get familiar with Lightroom, you'll be able to just know what's what and what controls what, and it's pretty nice. So, okay, shadows. Let's bring that down just a tad. Okay, I like that. Saturation, I think I'm gonna keep down. Okay, so lens correction, enable. I shot this on a Nikon. There, awesome. And as you see, it kind of gave away that warp. Always put that on there. So split tuning, cut that down, got that. Okay, let's do a little bit more on the basic. Kind of feel like it's a not kind of looking for like a blue tone. Okay. But yeah, so I'm editing this whole thing from scratch. That way, you don't have to edit, or you don't have to go online and buy presets from people, buy it from VSCO or anything to get these types of photos. I'm just trying to show you because I've learned I have a preset. Normally, if I had this photo, I click it and then edit it to the way I want, but I do have a preset. But just for this video, because the majority of the people that are watching right now probably doesn't want to go to another website, spend about $120 on a preset that they're only going to use one preset to, and then just to get in these tones. So I'm trying to show you guys exactly, you guys can do this without buying presets or anything. So let's get a little bit more blue right there. I like that. And then, yeah, awesome. And then let's see. I like that. Okay, cool. And then I would use a gradient. Let's see. This is just a tad. Let's do -44. I want to try to darken these skies up top. That way, because I mean, think about it. When you're outside, the higher you get up, the darker it is because of space. So I'm trying to show that within the photo and create a story behind that. So I like that, but maybe just a tad dark on the top. Cool. And then I want another one right here. Kind of want to darken the trees, give a little bit more shadow work. Awesome. So this is what it looked like without the gradient. Very subtle again. That's just the way I like it. Let's see. I think I'm going to add just a tad bit more fade. So, yeah, awesome. Well, I think we're doing pretty good here. If it was me, I'd spend just a tad bit more on the photo, tweaking it, maybe getting more of a gradient flow. But this is just the basics, so I can teach you guys how to edit these photos without buying presets, spending your hard-earned money that you work for that entire week and blowing it on a preset or anything like that. You guys can pretty much match the same thing as you see all of these big Instagrammers doing. It's really not that hard. It used to drive me nuts knowing exactly how they did it and blah 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 and all that shit, and I'm sure other people have too, but I've completely realized that every photo is is different even if you shot it the same day. You know, like maybe you shot it during the sunset, it's getting darker and darker, so you can click that preset, which helps, but you're gonna have to fine tune and adjust it every single photo, so every photo is different. So this photo looks pretty good before, let's see, before, after, and you can do that by using the backslash key. Let's see what it looks like in full res. So just click F on your keyboard, it loads, and boom. Honestly, I really like that photo. It's pretty sweet for being so old. I would have shot a little bit different today because I've grown as a photographer. But if you guys are wanting to, say if you really like this preset and you want all your nighttime photos to look like this in some way, but easy access so you don't have to do all that right there again, this is the way you do it. Click out that that left panel, click preset, and click plus. Name your preset whatever you want and click create. Boom. Then what you're going to do is you're going to click on this user preset right here, and you'll be able to access it that way. So hopefully you guys learned something. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for adding me on Snapchat and checking out my feed, and I will see you guys soon.